welcome back to my channel. I literally haven't done a video like this in so long. I haven't just sat in front of the camera and just spoken in months and months and months and months and months. So today's video is going to be my weight loss journey 1 year update video. If you saw my video at the beginning of 2020, end of 2019, I did a weight loss journey video where it was like an introduction to my weight loss journey because I wanted to spend 2020 losing weight. So I just wanted to do this video to update you and tell you how my year's been, because I was supposed to do like update videos throughout the whole year. I was supposed to do monthly weigh-ins, I was supposed to do vlogs and everything like that. I did start doing it in January. I did some vlogs, but after January I didn't film anymore, sadly. Just life got in the way, of course. COVID, just that whole mess, like everything. This year has been very difficult for all of us. I didn't document much of my year at all, which I'm really sorry about because I really wanted to just document the whole year, but I didn't. But I am here now to tell you how my year has been. This year has been obviously very unbelievable, very scary, very uncertain. The pandemic and everything like that has just been crazy. I don't even know how to describe it because there's no words to describe how this year has been. In January I was filming like gym vlogs and stuff like that, but obviously the gym's closed through lockdown and everything like that, so I did stop filming those kind of videos. I'm just going to give you a little overview of my year. Obviously in January I started and I was doing very well with it. I was staying on track and everything like that. February is when I stopped filming. It was my birthday. I kind of fell off track a bit for my birthday, but I got back on it in March. And then obviously in April lockdown hit. The country went on lockdown, which was very scary obviously and very weird. My school closed, and all schools closed, and my A-levels got cancelled because I was meant to be doing my A-levels this year, and instead I got my grades that they decided. Yeah, I was happy with my grades. I got A, B, B. So at the start of lockdown, my weight loss, my health eating, everything just kind of went out the window. Like everyone was stockpiling toilet roll, food, stuff like that. So I was scared like that all the food was going. So me and my mum just mainly started not thinking so much about the calories and stuff and just kind of buying anything. And my weight just kind of stayed the same. Then towards the second half of lockdown I did get back on it. I did start doing it again. I use Weight Watchers. I've used Weight Watchers this whole year, which is very, very good. I'll speak a bit more about Weight Watchers in a little bit, but I did start using Weight Watchers again towards the end of lockdown. In summer I did fall off again because I was really stressed. Like, I finished sixth form and university. I had been applying for universities and I didn't know whether I wanted to go to university and stuff like that, and it was very, very distressing. I had a really bad summer. It was so stressful. I didn't know what I was doing, really was struggling mentally and stuff like that. But so I used it as an excuse to eat what I wanted, eating more takeaways, just not caring at all. Like, I cared and I felt really bad about it, but I used my stress as an excuse, which now I realise isn't the right thing, because life is always going to have stresses and you can't use that as an excuse. There's always going to be stress in life. You can't let that stop you from getting where you want to get to. But yeah, so in summer I kind of ate bad and stuff, and then I did actually go to university. I began at the University of Sussex and I was studying philosophy with a pathway / minor degree in psychology. So I went to university, moved in and everything during this pandemic, which was very scary. I moved into a flat with about 9 or 10 flatmates, so it was very scary being in this new city, because I'm from London and I was in Brighton. In this new city with these new people in this new environment on my own without my mum during a pandemic. I wasn't really paying attention to my weight at all at this point, because there was, I couldn't even focus on that at that point, because I was already anxious anyway. I have anxieties anyway, but being around new people during a pandemic was very, very scary and overwhelming is the best word. Overwhelming. As you can see now by my background, if you know my background, I'm at home now, back in London. I actually left university. I didn't drop out, but I left my accommodation to come home after about 2 weeks of being there. So I was only there for 2 weeks, but I just wasn't enjoying myself, mainly because of the pandemic. Everything's online, there was no in-person teaching. I just hated it. and I just decided to come home. And when I got home, literally 5 days later, someone in my flat tested positive for COVID, and the whole flat had to go into isolation for 2 weeks. I didn't get it. I didn't get any symptoms or anything like that. I think I left just in time before he caught it. But I was so relieved to not have to have been there during the isolation, because I would have hated that. So I've been studying online still. It hasn't been easy. It hasn't been very fun. I came back home and my weight loss, I got back on track again. I've been back on track up until this month, because it's Christmas, and I like treated myself a lot more. Like, of course, like, you've got to treat yourself at Christmas. Like, you can't be strict with it. I mean, you can be, it's up to you, but I decided to give myself a break this last week or so. So yes, that has been my year, and as you can see, it's been a lot of ups and downs. It's been being on track, being off track, being on track, being off track, and just ups and downs. And that is the key to it, because it is a journey. It's never going to be linear, straight line. It's always going to be ups and downs, and that is how my year has been. I've never actually said my weight on this channel, but I'm gonna say it now because it's nothing to be ashamed of. I wasn't very ashamed before of my weight, and I wouldn't want anyone to know how much I weighed. Like, I mean, it's a private thing anyway. I don't think it should be something that everyone knows if you don't want them to know, but I was ashamed of my weight before, but I'm not ashamed anymore. So at the start of 2020, end of 2019, I weighed 17 stone 2 pounds. So I started my journey at 17 stone and 2 pounds. I'm not sure what that is in kilograms or anything like that, but I started at 17 stone and 2 pounds, and now, the last time I weighed was I think on like the 22nd or something like that, and I weighed 13 stone and 12 pounds. So this year I've lost 3 stone and about 3 pounds is how much I've lost in this year, and I feel so much better than I did then. A lot of people might say the 3 stone isn't a lot. Some people say 3 stone is a lot in a year. I know that if I really pushed myself, I could have lost more than 3 stone in a whole year, but I'm happy with the progress I've made, because throughout this journey I've learned that it's a lifestyle change. And I've always said this from the start, like, losing weight, if you want to change your life to be healthier and happier, it's not a diet, it's a lifestyle change. Because when you call it a diet, kind of it puts this notion that you have to be strict and you can't eat this, you can't eat this, you can't eat any bad things ever. Like, that is what a diet makes you feel like. But a lifestyle change allows you the room to enjoy the things you still enjoy, but just do it in a smarter way, a more balanced way, to steadily lose weight. I've never been completely strict to myself where I can't eat this, I can't eat that, because that would not have helped me. And if you go in and just try to cut everything out, I'm telling you now, it's not going to work. But it's about just making the portion sizes smaller, just being more wiser and more smart with the foods you eat, because you'll be so surprised about the calories that are in certain things. Like, it's just crazy. Like, I use Weight Watchers, as I said, and tracking, which is what I do. I track my food, and I'll tell you a bit more about Weight Watchers in a minute. But using Weight Watchers, it shows me, wow, how much calories and stuff is in certain foods. So yeah, that's how much I've lost this year. The number doesn't always show you the progress you've made. What other things do, like certain clothes that fit now. And going back to my old video, I had a couple goals that I wanted to achieve. I just wanted to generally lose weight, to feel better in myself, and to be more confident and less insecure. And I can say that I do feel better in myself. I feel so much better in my skin and less insecure. Like, just like anywhere at school, everywhere, I just felt so insecure in myself. So just, yeah, just my self-worth was very low. And through losing weight and just generally growing, I feel like I've grown a lot this year as a person. Like, I also, in my last video, I explained the kind of clothes I wear. I would just wear hoodies, big baggy stuff. I wanted to hide myself away. I didn't care about clothes, I didn't care about fashion or style or anything. I just shoved on whatever, left the house, and that was it. I will insert some pictures here of the types of outfits I wore and the types of clothes I wore when I was bigger, like last year and stuff like that. But I'm so happy now to say that my style's completely changed. I feel like I've developed a style now. I am so much more confident in clothes. I love clothes and fashion now. I love picking out outfits and putting them together and feeling good in what I'm wearing, and that is crazy. I would never imagine that would happen to me, because I've never felt good in what I was wearing. I would just put on anything just to leave the house, but now I take pride in how I look. I would never wear tight clothes, revealing clothes, short top dresses, nothing like that, belly tops, nothing like that. But since losing weight, I'm just really proud of myself that I, for one, can wear these type of clothes and feel good in these type of clothes. Like, you can wear this type of clothes at any size, like, of course you can, but I didn't feel comfortable in my own skin to wear them when I was bigger, and now that I have lost some weight, I feel so much more confident in these clothes. I also did buy a weight loss video. I did buy a weight loss dress at the start of the year in January. I bought this dress that was 2 sizes too small for me, and it was going to be like my goal dress that I was going to try it on every couple of months until it fits. So I did that, and I'll insert a picture here. So that was the dress in January that didn't fit very well, or as you can see in that picture. I bought size 14. When I was 17 stone, I was wearing size 18 clothes, around size 18. That dress was size 14, so I wanted to fit in that dress at some point this year. And I'm happy to say that I now do fit into that dress. I did try it on every couple months. I can't remember at what point it fit perfectly, but this is the most recent picture I have. And this picture was taken in November. So yeah, I went down from size 18. I can now wear size 14 tops. And trousers, I'm a bit more bigger on my thighs anyway, so I wear like size 16 trousers and skirts. Don't get me wrong, I'm still not at my goal weight. My goal weight is probably between 11 and 12 stone. I feel like when people start weight loss journeys, it's kind of like, we imagine it to be like this horrible thing until we get to our goal weight, but you realise that the whole process of losing weight is what gives you this newfound confidence and self-love and self-happiness. It is the journey, not just the destination. When I know it's not a race, I used to think it was a race. I still sometimes fall into this pattern where I feel like I have to be a certain weight by a certain time. Like a couple of weeks ago I was so upset because I wanted to be like in the 12 stones by the end of this year, but now I realise that it's not a race. It's not a race. You don't have to get there by a certain time because it's a lifestyle change. Your weight is always going to go up and down. It's always going to fluctuate, so it's not a race. It's all about finding that balance and control. I need control. Like, when I feel in control of my eating is when I feel best. And I feel like often when we are overeating, we don't feel in control. And even when we're like being too strict on ourselves, we also don't really feel in control because we feel like we feel like the food is dominating our lives and controlling us. So finding that balance is key. Just overall, this weight loss journey so far has helped me in every aspect, physically, mentally, and emotionally, like every way. Oh yeah, I wanted to tell you about Weight Watchers very quickly. So I used Weight Watchers this year, which is what has helped me. Like, without Weight Watchers, I don't think I would have been able to do this at all. So I use the Weight Watchers app. You have to pay by membership. I think it cost me like £13 a month, which isn't that bad. And on there you get, look at me acting like this is sponsored. I wish. It gives you recipes on there. There's also like posts where other members of Weight Watchers post things. You can comment, like, talk to people, stuff like that. And the main thing, which is tracking. You track your meals. You get a certain amount of points every day depending on your weight and your height. The points corresponds to calories and protein and all those kind of things. Like, they tell you how many points are in each food. And there's certain foods have 0 points, like eggs have 0 points, vegetables have 0 points, fruit has 0 points, stuff like that. And you have to keep within your points every day. You also get weekly points, so if you do go over your points a little bit in that day, that's fine because you can take them out of the weekly points. The majority of the time when you track and you stay on track with your points, that is when you will lose weight. And that has definitely helped me because that has helped me feel in control. Being able to track everything that I've eaten in a day just by using my phone, writing it in or scanning the barcode and just tracking it. 2 minutes, so easy, it's so helpful. I definitely recommend Weight Watchers if you want to start losing weight. I did just want to end this video by giving some bit more advice and things I've learnt this year. Or if anyone watching would like to start their own weight loss journey, then I want to tell you some things that I've learnt this year. The first piece of advice is that it is a lifestyle change, and seeing it that way makes it a lot easier. It's just a change in the way you eat rather than a temporary change like a diet. If you make it a long-term change and make small changes, that is what will help you. And using something like counting calories or tracking like with Weight Watchers or some kind of app, and just remember that it's your journey's going to be up and down. It's not going to be like that, it's not going to be like that, it's going to be up and down. There's many times that I fell down and I wanted to stay down, but you have to work your way back up. I've also learned that you need to find that balance. As I said, like, it's not about completely being strict and restricting yourself from everything you enjoy. It's just about moderation and balance. You have to find that balance. That is important, just to find your balance and what works right for you. I feel like I couldn't ever get back to where I was, because I feel like I've learned so much and my mind's changed so much that I don't even want to eat super badly and binge and just kind of eat badly anymore. Like, even though I didn't binge a lot before, but I mean just in terms of like eating what I want without caring, that's what I would do before. But now I do care about what I eat, and I wouldn't want to just eat without having any awareness of it, you know. For me personally, that it's best when I feel in control, when I'm tracking, when I really know what I'm putting in me, what I'm eating and stuff like that. That is what works for me personally, is when I feel in control. And yeah, that is basically everything I can think of right now. That has been my year. I'm a lot happier now than I was at the start of this year, and it's any other year in my life. I'm a lot happier now than I was, like a lot happier myself. I'm still struggling with a lot of other things, but in myself I'm a lot more happier with myself. If you're watching this and you'd like to start your own weight loss journey, then go for it. Just give it a shot, because you can do it. Just think about it. If you start today, then you'll thank yourself in a year, just like I'm thanking myself for doing it, for beginning it a year ago. You'll be thanking yourself in a year if you start it. And just believe in yourself, because you can do it. You obviously are beautiful whatever size you are, however you look, you're always beautiful. But if you aren't happy the way you are, just always remember that you have the power to change it, and you can do it if you believe in yourself. So that is basically it. Thank you so much for watching. I really wish you all an amazing 2021. 2020 has finally come to an end. Who knows what 2021 will bring. Don't forget to leave a thumbs up if you've enjoyed, and subscribe if you haven't already. I don't know when I'm going to post. I don't want to give myself the pressure to say I'm going to post a lot this year, because I don't know, you know. Obviously I'm going to continue my weight loss. I think I could like do like an update video like when I hit my goal weight, so if you'd like to see that, comment that down below. I can do that. And yeah, I will generally try to post a lot more this year, because I do miss it a lot. I'm going to like continue doing like song covers, because I love this singing, and I can do some update videos about my weight loss and other things as well. I don't really know what, but if you have any video ideas, please comment them down below. Comment down below if you've had a weight loss journey, and comment some of your struggles and some of your achievements and how your journey's been. Or comment down below if you're going to begin a weight loss journey and start losing weight, and comment down below some of your hopes for doing this. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.